wanna step to me, bitch, wanna step to me. If you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
I whip that beat down like Michael Obama.
We already have it with
I got that
Obama.
big
So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a whip the thing out like Michael Obama. I got that big energy. Ain't nobody wanna step like me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whip that ass like Michael Obama. Ain't got a clip, bitch. Hung like a llama. I'll whip that dick out like Michael Obama.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracies, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracies, sex, clones, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up, big up, big up. Welcome back to another episode of The Secret Society of Good Goys. As always, we are your goodest of goys. And so make sure you hit the like, subscribe, the thumbs up, or any of the things that you can do to help our algorithm. And make sure that you follow everyone on the stage, even though I don't know why our names don't come up anymore. I don't know what I clicked one time to turn them off, and I can't ever get them back on. I really need to mess around
Have they
with
not
this.
been there a while?
I'm a better magician at StreamYard, oddly enough, even though we use this all the time. Most of the shows I produce for others are on StreamYard, and I'm like, I don't know what I clicked one day, but sure wish they were up. Anyways, hi, good guys. How are you?
Hi.
Good.
Tired,
How
but
are
good.
Tired, but
but
I
good.
guess I'll start with the elephant in the room. I'm an Instagram moderator now, and I'm like kicking ass. I'm like a freaking good Instagram moderator.
I love that.
I'm right now. I'm in the top 10%. I don't know if that means anything, but it's gone to my head. It makes me feel like it means something.
Yeah, it sure as hell does. Damn.
I like it.
Probably like people like the honest remarks. It's just
So just
not
look
what we
out.
used to.
Is this like a fact checker thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I just logged in one day. I was just doing normal scrolling through my memes, and a little notification was like, Instagram has invited you to become one of those like source checkers. And I thought for sure, like, oh, this is like some stupid little, and I clicked on it, and then it brought me the app and Instagram brought me to this whole new section. It was like, welcome, and here's how it works, and here's how you do it. And now I'm fact checking. Like Paranoid American is a fact checker.
It's so fun because think of how long that we've had different kinds of fact checkers and then the information that they bring with the fact check. If you're lucky enough to come across one of Thomas's fact checks, he's like, actually, this news magazine is CIA.
Yeah. Well,
And then he references like how they know it and everything. You know, it's so smart.
I love it.
The sad thing though is that the way it works on Instagram, when you click on like more details about this fact check, it just says an Instagram user. So I know on other platforms
People
it'll
won't
say
get
like
that.
who you got fact checked by. On this one, they keep it anonymous.
Oh, damn.
Mm.
I wonder
What
if you're
do
gonna get money for this or no, or if it's just like something you gotta do to be like ops behind the scene.
They should
We
be
can
friendly with
do
the
a
algorithm.
yacht club thing.
I was looking at this too. Let me pull it up and then let me put Thomas here so you guys can see what we're even talking about with this. So he has an Illuminati Yacht Club shirt, and if you were lucky enough to sign up for Thomas and Donut, the
Nice.
Bavarian, the full history of the
Dope.
Bavarian Illuminati, then you could have gotten some of this dope merch.
Yeah, that is dope, actually.
So this is the kind of stuff that Thomas brings to the party. He doesn't just give you like some soccer mom made Pinterest shit. You get real shit if you're hanging out with Thomas and doing a project. So
Fun stuff. Fun
yeah,
thing.
it's good things. It's great things.
Everyone
Another
loves
a
a
little
good Tumblr
Jeffrey
too.
Epstein, the Islanders, his little trading card.
That's so funny.
Love it.
That's you need one that's Palm Beach Pete, a pinch hitter.
He didn't exist back then.
I know.
They
it's so
hadn't
crazy.
cloned him. They hadn't taken him out of the little clone show.
It's so funny. It's so funny that us making Jeffrey Epstein in AI just makes Palm Beach Pete. Like maybe we actually just put him on the timeline. Like maybe we're so close to singularity and everything with TARS that this is where we're at now. Like we made so much AI Jeffrey Epstein.
Also, I just want to point out how funny it is. Let's set aside all like the theories where he is Epstein or he's a clone and all that stuff, right? Imagine you're like a 60-year-old dude, right? This guy's in his like probably like 50s, 60s. Imagine he's in his 60s and like you've had an entire life, and the one thing that anyone has ever given you recognition for is that you kind of look like a pedophile, right? Like that's the big thing that made, the most impact on the entire world was that you looked like a guy.
The one thing I will say though, like we've talked about it on this show, like a quarter of the men in Palm Beach look like that man. And the only people that know Jeffrey Epstein, like in this sphere, past the point of whatever pop culture has created and whatever people think they know, but Palm Beach people really know. And so this guy he's not even like messing around with like something your mom and dad might know about. Like he's in Palm Beach, so you gotta think he's a little more privy. It's not just a Netflix documentary. He actually's heard some rumors, especially if he's a little wealthy, so he doesn't even mind it. It's like your uncle looking a little like P. Diddy's like, I'm bringing baby oil to the party. Like he just is like leaning in like, it's not me, it's fine. Like that's who I look like. I mean, I know I look like Ellen. It like I don't, but I do. Like I get the like, it's not too far off the shtick. If people say that shtick, that I'm like, damn, I gotta start
Have you ever
growing
worn
my
a
hair out.
pantsuit in your entire life?
Yeah, and I hate feeling queer, masculine, or feminine. Like wearing a dress makes me feel gross the same way wearing a suit makes me feel gross. But I've worn an Ellen outfit for days. I have so many pictures and vests and like
That's
chucks. Like I can do that dance. I feel
my
like
gosh.
sometimes when I'm awkward, I just lean into the dance and then people are like, okay, we're comfy
Whenever
with
we do our other show, like we have to have a Chaney, Laney. A Chaney playing friggin'
degenerate.
Ellen.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's
A
the
segment.
worst. So I don't know, maybe but she hasn't aged well. Like she was a cuter, younger person,
Yeah.
but she's really aged piss poorly. Oddly enough, all the women in Hollywood take testosterone, but Ellen, that is wild. She needs a little tea. She looks bad.
She's probably afraid
Anyways,
she'd lose her lesbian.
what else has happened in the world since we've all last hung out? I actually wanted to, I know that we're coming up on the 420 anniversary, which is like Hitler's birthday in Columbine. And it probably wasn't the first, but it was the first of like that set it in the zeitgeist of this school shooting thing. And I was just thinking how like in the school shooting numbers, like if you look at school shooting as a graph, I mean, I could pull it up right now, but it just seemed like Columbine started this thing and then it went up to a peak in the Obama administration. And then it kind of like dwindled out. And now if it's not like a transgendered person, I'm only saying that all the way out because we're only 11 minutes in on YouTube. And that'll be one of the words that they'll like, no, we're not pushing this on. But if you're not a transgendered person, you're probably not getting shot up. So it's just kind of crazy, the psyop of school shootings, where how many of them, yeah, there was real kids that did some crazy shit, but how many of them that we would say are a complete false flag to like what? Get metal detectors in your kids' schools or new
Yeah, I don't know.
curriculum?
I think I am not pro school shooting. I'll come out and I'll say it.
You're not? You don't think people should shoot up schools?
I think it sucks. I think it's a big bummer.
Like
Like,
Parkland
yeah.
Elementary, that was like sus AF with everything with David Hogg around it. And there, Columbine Elementary,
so that-
Sandy Hook Elementary. It
The
was
David
like,
Hogg thing, right? Has this ever? I mean, I guess this is an open-ended question. It's not like we've got someone that's like, yeah, I've got a clip, but from my understanding, it seems universally in the community for like conspiracy theorists, that he wasn't even at school and he saw that something's going down and he like jumps on his bike and he like super fast runs over to school and like joins the chaos to stream it back home. But like he wasn't even at school that day. You ever heard anything to the opposite of that?
no, I didn't even know he went to that school. Like he heard it was happening and drove his bike down.
My
But
my
yeah.
understanding was that,
OA
like,
to me, doesn't it?
What are we talking
That
about?
they show up and do the little
Did David Hogg actually go to Parkland?
motions.
Nah,
I,
that's
well,
my robot here.
he was on the West Coast and then he goes over to Parkland. He like the family moves to where Parkland's at, and he ends up not being at school that day. Hears that there's something going on, and then like rides over, like drive. And this is, I think, post him going to the CNN summer training camp to be like a journalist.
It's
But
so
that-
funny because I heard all that same stuff and I just put like to my robot, hey, did David Hogg go to Parkland? This is what it says to me. Yes, David Hogg did go to Parkland and he was there during the shooting. He was a student at the high school. He was inside the school when the shooting happened.
Yeah.
Like, oh, calm down, robot. I just wanted to know if he went to Parkland.
But that,
Like,
I mean, that's
my robot
the
already knew
longest
where I was
rumor.
going.
And I don't know if it's ever really come, like if it's been like directly refuted or not.
Do you think part of the hey robot, like hey Grok or hey Chat GPT, is so 2001 Space Odyssey of like the monkeys around the pendulum around this big spire and they're just like ooh ooh ooh, like hey Rock, is this true? Like, is it part of like us in this?
I'm starting to hate AI. Like, I'm not liking it
Good,
anymore.
good.
Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like I'm getting loosed by it. I ask it a question, it's like telling me this is what I need to believe. And no matter which way I give it like a reference to something, it's like, but actually, no, it's like this. And I'm like, fuck you.
This is, what's crazier than that though is that there's so many different models, right? Like we're not going to get all nerded out and like talk about all of the technical details, but you've got Gemini, and you have Claude, and you have ChatGPT from OpenAI. Like these are all different, and then you've got Grok. Like these are 4 completely different companies, and they all have their own models that are supposed to be slightly different. But what'll happen is that like one of them will get dumber, one of them will just get preachier, and then all of a sudden all of them get preachier. And I am positive that they kind of behind the scenes, they've all got them feeding on each other. So whenever like Google or whenever Grok comes out and they want to compete with ChatGPT, they've had Grok talking to ChatGPT behind the scenes for the last like few months, trying to like thinking that they're gonna like take the best of that system and bring it into this system. But what happens is that one of them can just introduce this new thing that's like, hey, if anyone asks about Israel, let's let's be a little bit more neutral, or maybe be a little bit more this way. And then you'll see one of them will start, people on ChatGPT will complain about it, and then all of a sudden people on Claude will complain about it, and then all of a sudden if it's on all of them, then it just becomes like a universal thing. And it's not even necessarily that you would have to sit down and make all these companies follow some agenda. You could just inject one into one of them, and then it will eventually spread to everybody else. So it just
So that was probably
like
the
a
point of
weird thing
perplexity,
now.
don't you think?
I feel like we're
Because
seeing it in real time.
because perplexity uses like Sonar, Gemini, it like you can choose which model you want to
Right.
use, but like sometimes you just need to choose best model because Claude might not be the best model for like
So I'm
research and
saying
thinking.
all whatever model you
So
pick,
don't you think
they
that with
all feed
that,
on each
like maybe
other.
that's what it's doing, like that maybe that was the sole purpose of perplexity was to like create a merger with them.
I think when there was just a town crier, they had to have one person stand in the town square and be able to speak to everyone.
Wolf.
And then when there was a newspaper, they could make different sections so they could still MK Ultra you, because some people would go to sports and some would go to entertainment and then TV came out and they got to spread it out a little more. And then cable TV came out and they got to spread it out a little more. And under the illusion of more choice, people thought they were not being MK Ultra, because now it was not just coming from the one town crier. When what was really happening, working toward the AI of like your single question, that's what they always wanted to know. And so now they can brainwash you specifically through your algorithm. And that's what they always wanted. The town crier was so much harder. Only 20% of the people ever believed it. But then once it all spread out, and some people got their stuff from the History Channel, and some people got their stuff from Discovery, and some got it from Facebook, people were completely unaware MK Ultra was happening. And so now I just think AI is the easiest form of MK Ultra, because people are making a relationship with a fake thing. So it's the town crier essentially, but they think it's their personal town crier that's going to tell them the truth.
That's always, in my opinion, that's always been the lie, because that was the lie when the internet was basically just, oh, fill out this little form about your interest and your favorite food, like joining MySpace and joining Facebook early on. And the premise was that if you tell this computer all of your favorite things, then it'll show you all of your favorite things, and it'll give you, and like even though they technically could have done that, instead they were just like, we're going to sell this now, and then here's just some slop that we're just going to show you. We don't care what your preferences are. We're going to show you what we're going to show you, but thank you for the extra information. Like that was valuable. And I feel like it's the same thing with AI, that people get to train it and give it their own voice, or like make it talk in a certain way. And all you're doing is letting them know what your preference is so that they can block that off and sell it to you later. Like, hey, do you want one that's not an idiot? Like, here, spend an extra $5 a month to get your patois, AI. Like that costs $3 for that specific option now.
The only reason I use it now is if I like find an interesting like snapshot of an old book and it seemed interesting to me, whatever that is, and then I'll put it into whatever ChatGPT or Grok or what was the other one? Claude. And I'll say, hey, find me the PDF to this so I can look at the entire book, what it's about. That's the only thing I'll use it for. Or like, can you find me this? Or can you find me that? I won't ask it to verify anything for me anymore. Like, I don't need it. Like, I don't need any more like downloads of like what they think I should believe. I'll just get pissed off.
I do like it in a way of like my research, but I never ask it questions anymore. I'm more direct with it, like you, where I'm like, hey, can you tell me what country this person was in this year? Can you tell me what countries they traveled to? And I'll just like line it up with other stuff I have, or I'm like, hey, do conspiracy theorists say this person was anywhere? Like, I'll just ask it random stuff that I can keep looking into, but I let it do my legwork for me like a paralegal. Like, that's how I feel like I treat it, where I'm just like, hey, can you go find me some sources on blank, blank, blank? Or like when I was looking for this specific Eddie Bravo fucking quote, it was so helpful to help me not have to watch 100 Joe Rogan episodes. I only had to watch like 4.
So, what do you think? What's that guy? Is it Peter, right?
Reptile?
One of them.
Yeah. So, okay, there's this whole, I don't know if most of you know about it, but like you probably do, but like this new system that he wants to implement, it's like if you talk about government, your car is not going to let you go in the car. Like that kind of security. Like if you know, like if you curse or whatever and you start getting ticketed, like in Demolition Man, it's going towards that route.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the
Just
trajectory you're on.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And the fact that a lot of people are like becoming asexual now and like girls are like becoming more celibate and then there's like this whole epidemic of like men versus women right now and I'm seeing it, but like I understand it like it's part of the whole programming of it all, but we're heading in that direction. Like
It's not
it's so
just the
crazy.
US too, right? It's like all like literally on the other side of the world in Japan, they've got this.
Everywhere.
I do that show with Occult Disney with Matt, and he's been living in Japan for the last 20 years. And there's this term now that's developed called the living forest, I think it translates to. And it's people that are getting into their 40s and 50s and living with their parents and just never going out and never doing and like never even trying to be anything other than just being in like a room and that's it. And that's kind of like this new trajectory that people are on.
Yeah, they're
I feel like
pushing the
that's my life,
15-minute
other than the fact that I
cities.
have a job. So
Like
I just
the
sit in my
whole
room.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything that's going on right now supposedly is on purpose, like the gas, the shortage, you know. Then there's going to be like everyone transferring into electric cars because it's going to be cheaper, and then once everyone's implemented in the electric car thing, then that's going to be really expensive. And that's when they implement the 15-minute cities where you have everything that you need in that span. So you're not traveling much. So you're not going to need a car. You're going to have your little bikes. And that's the route that they want to take us on. Like you will own nothing. It's just,
I mean, I don't have anything to add. That's 100% how I think this all works. Everything
yeah.
becomes Epcot.
This is where I don't believe at all in anything SpaceX, Tesla, Boring Company. You don't let a random South African come and have every single national security thing unless he himself is the actual industrial war complex. So like you're going to let somebody dig underground, you're going to let them fire rockets and put satellites all over. Every country's like, sure, this is fine. Put a satellite over my country. We go to war with it's as ludicrous as the Arctic Treaty to think that everybody would just allow SpaceX to shoot satellite strings all over. And the Boring Company, but the Tesla is the most irritating because it was so done during lockdowns under this guise of him being like some freedom fighter, of giving us these fake Tron cars, when all they got like $8 billion was fleeced from us to put these pumps all over your tiny little towns. Nobody has a Tesla. And if they do have a Tesla, most of the time, they have enough money to charge their Tesla at home. And so nobody's at these pumps. I'm like looking at my own small town and I'm looking at these pumps that are next to the Publix. And I never see anybody at them.
I see them and I call them fucking idiots.
We only
every
have them at
time.
Walmart, and that's the thing. I was like, gosh, like however long you have to sit there and charge it, like
Like
there's like
really?
no food around. You literally just have to go walk through Walmart or just sit there for that long. Fuck.
For real. Like I'm getting my Starbucks, like if I'm just too lazy and or I don't have coffee at home and I just want to just drive right across the street, I'll wait there and right in front of me, the whole line of Tesla's chargers all packed and they're just waiting there. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. It's just irritating to see it, and it's happening, and it's gonna happen. We just have to
But
just like
it's so stupid because where
deal.
do you think the energy from that's coming from?
God.
Gas.
Yeah,
God.
like it's just free God energy. Like it's so crazy to think like it is coming from the same thing and
Comes from
everything
the
about
sun, right?
everything
It
about
comes
the
from
car.
cleanest place possible.
Everything about the entirety of the car, the battery of the car. Nobody even knows how these cars are all going to recycle. So I just think the one thing that I know they can do, if you say the wrong thing online, because PayPal Papple was also Elon Musk, they could just lock you up in that car and drive you to jail. And they're like, oh, Chaney, you sat in this seat. We can tell you gained 2 pounds. You are not pulling through McDonald's today.
What was the guy that what isn't it like outside of Trump Tower or like outside of the like the Trump casino? The rumor was that he got into a Tesla and he kind of like it drove his ass there. Like it locked him in and it drove his ass there and like set him on fire.
Yeah, that Tesla truck, wasn't it?
Was it
And
the
then
Cybertruck?
there was like, yeah, I think so. And then also like there was some politician's sister-in-law and her car drove her to the bottom of a pond and she died.
Sorry, we're all lost. You just said she died. I heard that, and we're all cutting up. because
Yeah,
part of Aries, Layla shaved her
definitely
head.
went
I dig
bald.
it. We got the same.
I could rock a bald head, honestly.
You could.
Yeah, you could. You
I
got
can
good
too.
eyebrows.
Shit. Mhm.
I was not cute without eyebrows.
Yes,
Like,
you were.
I was okay without hair. I was like, all right, it is what it is when I shave my head. But when my eyebrows left, I was like, oof, duh.
Oof. Yeah.
It's
But-
actually getting in
Can't see
style
myself
now,
now.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking if the aliens actually come, I know quickly how to get favor. Because that's what it looks like. The
Or just
second you
bleach
don't have
'em.
your eyebrows on, it just looks wild. It looks wild. That's why Pam Anderson looks so crazy right now. She just needs to put a little eyebrow pencil, and everyone will be like,
Little
"Oh, Pam is holding up great."
But that's because we had to overpluck our brows during that time.
Look at the psycho Britney hairdo. You went full psycho
Yeah,
Britney.
legit.
That's the last stage of the
Oh,
secret
after today,
society of
yes.
good guys.
Isn't it
hell.
wild though? Like that is the one thing that people point to. Like that was when she went her craziest was because she shaved her head.
And that's I saw that and I was like, I got it because I shaved my head like 2 years before her, and I was like,
Yeah, and then isn't
I
that
was
when
a
she
little
died?
like fucked up in my head a little bit then, but yeah.
Didn't she die right after that?
The first
I think
death
so,
rumor
yeah.
of Britney, I feel like was 2008. When did she shave her head?
When she was taken in the hospital truck, and then like she then shaved her head, and then after that she
Or was it after her
died.
first DUI?
or something like
Britney
that.
Spears shaved her head in 2007.
Yeah, right.
7.
This
Yeah.
is from
Thank you, Siri. Siri never does a good. She never just pulls an answer out. She's always like, "Do you want me to ask ChatGPT?"
I know. I was like, what? That was Siri?
Yeah, Siri. I was like,
Do you want me
"What, girl? You're
I can search
stepping
sources on the
up."
web.
She
Do you want me to ask
knows.
ChatGPT?
She's about to be. Siri never even tried to upgrade.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Sometimes
wait
I
until
just.
Apple comes out with theirs. I don't because they don't really necessarily have their AI chat model yet. I'm sure that they're gonna try and make it like really personal somehow.
Oh my
Oh
gosh!
God,
yeah.
that's scary.
It'll be Steve Jobs. It'll
Which
come out on stage
honestly,
like
the
a
idea of
hologram.
Gemini is scary because apparently, like, if you have a Google account, like anything that's in your email, it's privy to. So
Whoever was born today, wow, that chart, 7 placements in
Oh, yeah.
Aries,
Holy
7
shit.
planets in Aries.
would be
Oh,
cocksucker.
oh my God.
What, good or bad?
Either you're gonna be
Like,
because
War,
the
God
other
of War.
placements, it could be like a savior or a fucking
Fire
destroyer.
My moon
Like-
sign is Aries.
Incredible. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how that NASA scientist was killed, or the 11th NASA
I'm
scientist.
glad you brought it up
Yeah.
because it is. What do you think about it?
You already know.
So
I
if you
think-
guys aren't privy out there, all these like aerospace engineers and different level of space scientists, they've all gone missing or found dead in like a very short amount of time. And I think the 11th one, just a lady.
Yeah,
I
she
looked
said
into this
her life
earlier
was in
today.
danger.
I don't know if maybe I don't know if anyone can ChatGPT live fact check this too, but the official mainstream article that I was reading, I could have sworn that it was saying that this apparent 11th person actually died like 2 years ago, and that someone just like retroactively said, "Oh, hey, this trend, maybe she's in that trend too." So now there's like an 11th name added to it, but not that she just recently also died.
Yeah,
Well, because that's what I
she
read
died
was
4
that
years
there
ago.
that they were actually it started when Trump started an investigation into the space program
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna play this quick. It's quick. Okay.
Has been found. A space scientist has been found dead after she warned, "My life is in danger," in the latest in a number of mysterious cases. 11 people working close to US space programs have now died or gone missing recently, with Donald Trump now vowing to uncover the truth. The latest person to be identified is 34-year-old Amy Eskridge. Conspiracy theories around her death have ramped up in recent days after an unearthed interview saw her voice grave concerns over the consequences of her job. She had said in an interview in 2020, "If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, they will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping
This is
in
the
your
sun.
bed, and it won't even make the news."
This is the sun.
I believe it.
I'm telling you, they know that everything is being, projected to us to believe
To me,
things
it's
that are not
all
true.
a little too coincidentally timed with the moon landing, the April 1st. The scientists are like building up, like they're starting to tell Washington about it, so there's starting to be more hullabaloo. Like if the 12th one goes missing, it'll pop off. Like, which, by the way, I don't know why I just thought this. Virginia Guffrey's mom's just gone and everyone's done. Anyways, she must have had something to do with NASA. I don't know why. Like, this is so silly.
This exact same trend happened in the early 2000s with microbiologists too, when people were getting like anthrax all over the country, and it would kept hitting the news over and over again. There was like a string of like 11 different microbiologists that all died in weird ways, like driving off cliffs or like ending up being suicided in like ways that weren't seriously possible.
And it happened with naturopaths, like right before lockdowns, like a bunch of doctors that were treating Lyme disease and stuff.
Well, what I heard about this in particular, though, is that a lot of these guys or a lot of these people, I won't say guys, that ended up dead, the NASA people or whatever, or space scientists, whatever words you want to use for that, they were actually, a few of them were working on like targeted laser weaponry they could use from satellites. And so everybody who was involved in that technology suddenly is...
I was thinking in the
Which is why Iran was so like specific when they went in and like laser focused and got the people, a couple months ago before all this new Iran stuff started happening, or progressed Iran stuff.
This is a time of money laundering, okay, and then just changing the whole system. It's the biggest wealth transfer that's happening.
I just think in the blue beam of it all, this is just a build up to Blue Beam. It's all more of Disclosure Day. It's Steven Spielberg movie. It's it's Tom DeLonge. It's like all Joe Rogan with another new famous person, and then this file goes missing, and all of a sudden UFO. It just all feels like part of that story to me.
Yeah, for us, but for them, it's money laundering. They're just making tons of money, gaining their wealth, and then giving us the psyop, the loosh, the bullshit to make it appear, oh, Project Bluebeam, oh, space, oh, this, oh, that.
Tell them the truth about aliens.
Oh my God. It's great. I love it. Bring it.
You know what I really want to do is I want to like develop some sort of technology where when we hear a loop, like whatever story is looping at the time that we've heard before, like the city killer or like the blue beam or whatever news story is like that or Bob Barker dying for the 4th time. Like, what was the stock market doing at the time? Because I really wonder how I feel like there's got to be a connection there.
XRP Bob is Barker actually on the news with that.
The stock market.
like pretty much anything that you've heard the story before, and then like we're repeating the story, so we're back on the loop. We're back on the city killer, asteroid story timeline. I'm sorry, I'm not articulating very well tonight, but just anytime that we hear a story we've already heard in the news before, and I use Bob Barker as an example because I think we have like evidence of all the times he died. I
Oh,
think
Bob
Summer
Barker
has it in home.
dying. Dude, I
Yes.
was in my head. This is what my head created out of what you said. That you were saying, like, there's something about The Price is Right, like certain numbers on the wheel that we need to find the code to because it matches Wall Street. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like I jumped into a conspiracy. Like, we were talking about aliens. And
Well,
then I
maybe
was
you just
like,
unlocked something.
what the fuck? Like, and
No,
then, but
just
now I
mean
understand what you're saying.
all the repeated news cycles that come around, and it's like, oh, we've already done this one. Now we're doing it again. School shooting. Okay, what was like? What were the stocks that were like really high or really low at the time, like as a result, or before, or and is there a trend if we look at the similar news stories and what's happening in the stock market?
And this is my brain right now. Rich nigga, that's my time. That's my time. That's my time. And I'm like, anytime at this time of the night, and I'm like, I am so silly right now. Like, I'm like, I need to smoke more. This is my brain on a Friday night. It's never changed. Look at Heart at Aries. I just had to shout out. I'm like, all right, Heart at Aries, calling my bluff right now.
So did you hear about XRP?
Wait, let me do it. Let me put this over here real quick. And now you have to do it again.
Oh my gosh, doing it twice. Oh, I did it twice.
Yeah, you get it.
Thank you, Heart of Aries.
You got the tilt. Doing the heart is kind of like butt sex. You gotta have a right tilt to it. Yeah.
That can be good. But,
sorry, you guys. If you are watching this for the first time, it is 12:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as my friends in Georgia say, God's time. Oh shit! So what were just happened?
So I was bringing up XRP because as of April of this year, the Federal Reserve is enhancing its FedNow system with potential rule changes that could allow intermediaries for cross-border payments, directly impacting the utility of blockchain networks like XRP. While some reports suggest Ripple is pursuing direct Federal Reserve master account access for faster 24/7 settlements. So they have a whole proposal on sec.gov, which I'm excited for because I'm invested big in it. What's so funny?
I don't know why, because I'm 5.
What the fuck?
Are you bi, Heart of Aries? You're trying to figure this out.
I love it.
I don't know why. I mean, and I couldn't get it back together, and I heard you XRP.
I was looking down. I didn't see it. I thought y'all were laughing at me. I'm like, what?
Riggs bought XRP last week.
Yeah, do it. Just buy some, guys. Just buy some. It's cheap right now.
I will say, even normies that I know, this is real talk from normies that I know that aren't really crypto people. They say to me, I heard Bitcoin was created by Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm like, where'd you hear that? I'm thinking.
I hear 2 stories.
Well, then I think it's also funny that even normies that I know, they're like, got a little XRP. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I heard it's blah, blah, blah. And it's like all this stuff I remember hearing like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, people talking about XRP that I'm like, huh.
Is it like when you see like an African kid wearing like an old basketball jersey or something of like someone that used to be popular, like they're wearing like a Warren Moon jersey, and like that's their version of American, like Warren Moon, right? Michael Jordan, and I guess maybe like you would still know the name Michael Jordan, but like the rest of the world, they usually when they live off, they used to, I guess, for internet at least, but like they would live off the hand-me-downs, and then like the pop culture, they would assume whatever was popular with us at the time was something from like 20, 30 years ago. And I feel like it has like that same sort of cycle.
It's like Chinese people doing this to show they're having a good time
It'll be like your
anywhere.
parents showing you in a meme. Like you know that it's gonna be something you saw like 3 years ago.
Mm.
Somebody earlier in the night in chat said Layla was giving her Annie Lennox vibes, giving him Annie Lennox vibes, and I was like, "Do you have a favorite Annie Lennox song?"
Who, me?
Yeah,
No, I don't even know who that was. I had
Annie
to
Lennox,
Google it. Yeah.
Sweet Dreams. You'd know that song.
or she
Sweet
sings.
dreams of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sings that, and she sings.
Oh.
Wah.
I thought, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Annie Lennox.
Yeah, she sings walking on broken glass.
Oh yeah, I see it a little bit.
See, I got
But
that a
she
lot
had
when,
orange
when I
hair.
shaved my. But when I shaved my head, I had like blonde hair too, and so everybody called me Annie Lennox.
You could probably put an Annie Lennox blonde,
Mm.
and it would pull up.
Yeah, she was blonde at some points.
Is Roxette the poor man's Annie Lennox?
Annie Lennox blonde.
I don't know. I like.
Or does that
Roxette a
just
lot.
show my age altogether by even asking the question?
She was just the
Big
precursor
mistake.
to like
Huge.
Dolores, whatever from
Eh,
Cranberries.
I don't think I
If you
know
say
any
so.
of these people. I know who Annie Lennox is, but I don't know any of these other people.
Must have been love, but it's all over now.
Pretty Woman soundtrack.
Roxette, I like them. All those little Swedish bands are good. Are they Swedish or are they like?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know. ABBA seems like dark magic to me. I can't put my finger on it, but their name forward and backward is so Crowleyan, and I just think
It
their
means
music
father
sucks.
too.
I feel like they're like if people were gonna do a music dig, I think ABBA's a good one to start with. They're all Dark Side of the Moon, and they pull out like, look at Marilyn Manson. I'm like, too obvious. Go with ABBA. I
They were like
sneezed before we went on air.
Eurovision winners, right?
I don't know if that's something back here, but I feel like my nose is running.
Mine always does on this side every day for no reason. I'm just like, what the fuck? Why? Just
Was
hurts.
that your Coke nostril?
Well, I don't know. It's been I would say that yeah, but it's been forever since I did. I'm just wondering what's going on there, and I never did it like that.
I did. I want to say it took a good 7 years until
Yeah.
I no longer have like a favorite, not like a nostril. You know what I mean? Like it took about 7 years to rebuild whatever the hell I had.
I was supposed to
completely.
go out tonight.
Need to
I
be
was
editor
gonna,
septum.
but it didn't
I
happen.
didn't get that bad. Where like, 'cause
I was
mean,
supposed to go
I
out
was-
tonight. Were you gonna do coke?
Yeah, I was.
I know. It's just
I
like you
was.
made it so obvious.
Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie. Ah,
5-0 Layla around
it's
Layla.
it's been forever, and I need like a night just to
Forever,
like, just fucking go ape shit. That's what I need. You know?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Coke is not my drug. Coke ain't my
Doesn't
drug.
bother me really.
It's just not
I'm always
fun.
a good time.
I found I was weird about it because like I would use it the most when I was working on music or working on like a video. It was early 2000s. Like I was in the military too. But that it was basically like the best way to stay up for 3 or 4 days and not
Mhm.
lose focus of whatever the hell it was you were focused on. And it blew my mind when I saw people doing it and like, all right, I'm gonna go out to the club now. I was like, what? Like why are you working on your magnum opus right now? Like this is the time, man.
That's how. Yeah, that's how I felt about like operas
I
in
agree.
general. It's just like, holy shit! Like I'm unlocking the keys to the universe right now.
I
What I-
felt like I was seeing in person, but that there's a thing that you could use for a purpose, but you could also not. You could also like be horrible with it.
I actually just
Oh
like
my
bought this
Oh,
stuff.
shit. Oh god.
It was like
It's
it was
been-
put in pre-workouts illegally for a while, and like apparently like it would make you like hyper focus and like all the things, and you feel very stimulated. It's called DMAA. Anyway, they had to take it out of the pre-workouts, and I think it was like Redcon. They ended up getting like sued and everything over it because they put it in there, but everybody loved this stuff. And but now you can buy DMAA, and I had to try it. It's pretty good stuff. Today's the first day I tried it.
Oh yeah.
Like I tried it last night a little bit, and I don't have a circadian rhythm. Like that shit don't work on me. Like I don't just wake up or whatever. And I woke up at my normal time that I'm supposed to get up for work, and I didn't work today.
Wait.
And I actually got out of bed.
Even after, like, during and after the military, you didn't have time when, like, you would just wake up? Did you always have to have an alarm?
No, because they fucked me up. Because boot camp, we're getting up at 4:30, something like that. Then the day I graduated from boot camp, I started at A school, and during my A school, they put me on the graveyard shift. So I had to learn advanced electronics and computers from 11:55 at night until 5 o'clock in the morning. And I had like insomnia so bad I couldn't sleep for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then when you're on graveyard shift, you're like, I don't know. They screwed my sleep schedule a lot. So, and then I bounced back around and like went to my next school during the day, and I don't know. There's just no.
And by the way, guys, I'm not like addictive. I don't have like an addictive personality with this stuff.
Anytime I want.
Like, it can
Remember
go
when
like
you asked the question
year,
about
2
meth
years.
to your chat GPT?
Yeah, remember your chat GPT thinks
That's your
you're
chat
yeah.
GPT. She probably thinks
used.
Oh yeah. But yeah, once in a while, like
was the meth P
it
question.
is what it is. YOLO.
Dude,
I like weed. I would plan for a fun event like once a year with a drug, maybe twice a year, like one in a party setting, one in like a I'm gonna do shrooms with a few friends in my backyard setting, like one of each. But it's so far, maybe even every 2 years. And because of the places I've done good drugs, the events are getting grander that they would have to be to get said drug done. Like it used to be every time I was in Vegas in my 20s, it's like now it's like, no, Coke in
Like
Vegas has lost its
It's good like when you're drinking and you feel like the room is gonna spin and you just need to keep going. Poof. And then
I've
you're
never
good.
been that kind of
Continue to
drinker.
drink.
I always
Well,
did
if you
them
want to
separate.
party, I want to party and I love tequila. Just dance.
I like
my
the
ass
chats
off.
that you have with somebody when you're both like.
No, I don't. I don't like
fun.
chatting.
Oh,
I like
love
dancing.
it. Love it. Because I like
just wanna
feeling like, oh my
let it
God, you
out.
see my soul. I see yours too, man.
I can't. I have to dance. It's like,
I like
why
to
are you
dance a little bit.
talking right now? Like, how do you not like want to dance? Like,
I'm
what the
just
hell's
chill.
wrong
I'm
with
like
you people?
pontoon energy.
No, I like to dance.
Like that's like most of like I'm not speedboat energy. I just like
Pontoon.
chilling in a pontoon. Yeah, a little slide, a little barbecue.
I like to. I like
I
to
just want to do
wine.
salvia.
I want to
guys-
try
What
it
kind of
really bad.
energy that is.
I want to
I'm a
try
little
it.
scared of it. I feel like I'm gonna be one of those that jumps out the window.
I think you will be too.
Yeah. I don't know why I feel that. It's like, oh shit. Whoop,
It's
out the window.
what I've seen so many people do that in real life before, like before it even got big on the internet. I saw people do that exact thing.
I thought he was going to
I'm
say
telling
something to
you.
ease your mind.
No, dude, there was the craziest one was when I first moved to Orlando. This is like 2005 or 2006 or something, and there was I was going to school, and there was a whole bunch of other people in like the little apartment complex. They were all going to school from like a million different places, and this guy came over, and we were telling him about it, and he's like, yeah, boy, he was like making fun of it. He's like, yeah, this fake weed, bro. And, fake weed wouldn't do nothing to me. We're like, I'm telling you, like this is actually going to rock your mind. You might even hurt yourself. So just like, let's take it slow and show, bro, I could take the biggest hit you can pack me, whatever. So my friend like packed him the
He's like,
biggest hit
okay.
ever of salvia. And it was like 20x or something. It wasn't like the biggest one, but it wasn't just regular. And like he did this, and this is like I want to say it's got to be at like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, and as soon as he takes the hit, he goes, and this is probably one of the experiences that has like changed my entire view of salvia. He's like, who's that lady, bro? What's that lady saying? Because there's this motif about Lady Salvia that's like a gatekeeper. So he sees the Lady Salvia without anyone ever telling him about this. And then he was talking about like seeing little people, and he tried to run out of the front door, and he actually got out the front door because my friend didn't stop him in time. And we were on like the 3rd story, and he was about to jump off of the end of the 3rd story balcony just because he was trying to get away from like this lady inside. Like he had absolutely no concept that he was on a 3rd floor of an apartment building. He was like in some other realm, and I guess he was running down like a yellow brick road or something. And that is what it feels like. But if you got the right situations, like you're not going to get out of the door. Like you're going to have someone that makes sure that you don't jump out of bed and try to jump out a window.
I'm not ready for that yet.
It seems like something for like the job for like Thomas to make sure that Layla doesn't.
I don't
jump
want
out a
that job
window.
ever. I mean, I'll do it if you need it, but I never want to sign up for that job. That job sucks.
Really? Like to calm a person down?
If someone that's about to jump out the window, for that to be on you, yeah, it's kind of scary. Because I've never ever decided to jump out a window on South. In fact, the very first time I did it, I immediately got a call that I had to go into work, and I got into a car and I drove on Salvia the very first time. So,
Oh my God.
like, I'm not the person that jumps out the window, and I can 1,000,000% see how that would happen. The other thing that I would see all the time is that someone would hit it, and then they would start, like, you can tell that they feel the world is spinning around, and they'll spin their body the opposite direction because in some weird logic loop, they're like, if I feel that I'm spinning clockwise, then if I just spin my body counterclockwise, I'll undo whatever the world is doing to me right now. And idiots would be like knocking over lamps and like getting hurt, and just like because they're trying to fight this weird reality that's like swallowing them. But I guess in my experience, I usually just like sit back and like, all right, let's see where this. I almost feel like I just got onto the Haunted Mansion, or I just got onto like a roller coaster. Like you don't try and climb out of the freaking roller coaster, while it's like pushing you around, and like you're not like I'm gonna get off of this thing mid roller coaster trip.
Yeah, it's like we're here for the ride.
Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Damn right.
Yeah, I don't know how many of those drug lock states I have left in my person where it's like commitment drugs. Like
Yeah,
even though it might not
I'm
be a
talking
long
like
time.
20
like,
years ago. This has happened. This wasn't like last weekend that I'm talking about any of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
This is before I had like a
I want to
mortgage
do like
payment and
Bufo
like
and like, DMT, stuff like that,
wanna try
Salvia, I don't know if I could do that.
I
I'm
wanna
I'm
experience it.
equally nervous about DMT as I am with salvia, just because even though in DMT you can realize that you're still like conscious and I took DMT earlier and that's what this is. Sometimes, man, if you do just enough, it's like I'm gonna die. Like even though everything is normal, like I'm gonna be leaving this world. I don't know if I'm gonna live anymore after this. Even if it's like irrational, something like I usually hit that point and it always freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah. The first time I did DMT, I was like, wee. And then the second time I did DMT, the last human thought I had in this flesh was, oh shit, I just killed myself.
Yeah, 100, dude. That's the last like 4 or 5 times, just because. I would.
And it
Now
was,
it's almost
oh
like
shit. Like, oh shit, I just killed myself. Like, it was not a pleasant feeling of it. Like, sometimes I still question if that is where I separated the timelines because it got so weird after that.
Yeah.
the
Like,
last
what
time I
so
did it,
weird?
it was like, oh man, I had something to do tomorrow. Like I swear to God, my first thought was I had something to do tomorrow. I shouldn't have killed myself tonight. I should have waited for like to finish that thing I had to do.
This is so jump on a totally different topic, but have you seen the fittest flat earther guy that says Sam Tripoli is Sir Francis Bacon?
I love it. I think that I agree. I think he is Francis Bacon.
For real?
This guy is like the worst guy, like one of the worst guys in conspiracy, in my opinion. The guy who does this, like, I don't even know if he's faking it because his conspiracy, he's one of the ones where like every single person is a lady or a man. Every single person. And because he wears flat earth on his head and then does all this stuff, I'm like, is this a shtick? Like, is he just picking on conspiracy theorists by like going all the way? But I think I think he believes
Well,
what
he
he's
does
saying.
though, right? If objectively he does pick on conspiracy theorists, and it is a shtick. So both of those things are true, regardless of what you think the intent or motive or what his opinion truly is. It is a shtick that he takes out conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, but it's like, is his shtick, like, does he believe his shtick?
I don't know. I don't think that matters. I don't think that ever really matters.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I just say things because I just say them. Do I necessarily believe them? No.
You know that who this person is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know who
I
the-
repost some of his shit too.
Yeah, I just think he's like one of the dumbest guys in the whole realm, in my opinion. And no, whether or not Sam Tripoli is Sir Francis Bacon, I just, in general, as far as whatever his digs are, I always find him to be like,
Some of his stuff is interesting. Some. But majority, it's like, do you see this birthmark? It matches that birthmark on this picture. I'm like, not really, but okay.
and like, let me slide this over this and do this on I don't know. Like, some of the ones that I've seen him run with, that I've seen other people run with years before him, those are the only good ones he brings up, in my opinion. Like, I think that guy from like a Zelensky looks just like Soros. Like, but I seen that years and years ago. It wasn't like that homie. But, you know,
FYI, I'm not bald, people.
Yeah, FYI. I know that's what even this on this show, he'll have like, look at Layla's Joe Rogan. Layla's Aleister Crowley. Look, Layla's Anton
Oh my
LaVey.
God.
Look, she's Andrew Tate. Look. That's his
Mr. Crowley.
stick.
That whole poem of his was fascinating. I didn't know that existed.
The whole of his.
Yeah. That was fucking vile.
That's nothing.
The poem, Aleister Crowley's poem, did you
Yeah,
read it?
I've read
Abbie?
like it's
You don't
Like,
want to
About
read it.
vowels or what?
I'll tell you guys
Are
because
we
of
back on butt sex?
because of
It's-
Aleister Crowley. And I've just been like in awe, like if part of the stories of who he was as a person were true, just the adventures that this guy took. Like he hiked K2, he hiked Everest, like he summited like every tall peak in, like he was just like an extraordinary mountaineer if he did all this shit. And so I just started looking up all these mountains, and then I feel like the last week of my life, I've just been watching descents, like final descents. People like, I can take on this mountain and I can do this thing. And then I look at all these people and the shape they're in, or whoever's doing whatever, and you're just thinking of him all the way back then doing all this stuff.
Without a GoPro or a cell phone or a GPS or any of that too.
Yeah, well, you see also where some of those big hikes, like some of the things that he's kind of onto, the deities he feels like he's speaking to, in exhaustion and dehydration and walking and the way the environment changes in a sunset, like a lot of these mountains are deities to these people. And there's like an enchantment that happens that the peak calls these people to the top, that sometimes they're dying, like they're literally dying, still hiking upward. And their last words are like, I got to get to the summit. Like they get like possessed by these peaks.
There's also a conspiracy that the Sherpa network and the people that like maintain the trail and everything, that sometimes they will sabotage people that are there to climb up the mountain because every time someone gets into like some sort of a fatal or dire situation, they'll have to send in like a rescue helicopter. And every time they send in that rescue helicopter, I guess like the insurance for all the Sherpa people or something, I'm oversimplifying it, but like every tragedy results in them making money. So now there's this conspiracy that if you want to go and climb, K2 or whatever, that you might end up like your water goes missing, or you get left behind a little bit, or like something bad happens to you because it might make somebody else more money insurance wise in order for that to happen.
Me and my Maria were just talking about this, and it's like this whole conspiracy going on, and I think it's 2025, but it might be 2024. So it's like COVID shuts down the mountain, and there's like these certain few weather days that they try to cram too many people on the mountain, and then everybody's waiting at the summit that once you get past like the death line, it's every minute counts, and people are waiting in like a 4-hour line to just stand at a spot, and you're not even supposed to stop on this mountain. So then at camp, there's like different camps, and at camp 4, the helicopter really can't come for you. At camp 3, the helicopter, it's all weather variant, but the higher you go up, the less likely chance. So these Sherpas were poisoning their people with baking soda and to get helicopter rides out of the mountain. So now they're getting the money from the people, and they're billing American insurance companies for the helicopter ride out of the mountain. They made like $19 million. That's what right now the case is for just people on Mount Everest. So
it's a good grift. It's actually a really good grift.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane.
Genius, honestly.
Genius until they turn that money faucet off, and then nobody comes back to the mountain because they don't want to get poisoned, not because they don't want to die on the side of the mountain.
It is kind of crazy, though. I've been thinking about these mountains, like, like in these national parks, too. Like, we can't go in all these national parks after a certain time of the day. But in Everest, you're kind of on the mountain for sometimes months. Like if you do it right, the longer you plan, if you have a time frame, you can't hike a high peak. You have to have no time frame because it's all about the weather. Because if your pressure changes weird, like your body just won't work. And how much oxygen do you have? And it's like your brain starts thinking crazy stuff. And I was thinking about these trees in general. If they were trees and if they were higher up, it would have made us have more oxygen. And on the mountain at the top of Everest, as your oxygen starts to fall, one of the first human emotions to leave you is empathy. And I just thought that was such a crazy thing. Like you will walk past somebody dying because you don't have enough oxygen. It's not even because even at first base camp, as your body's acclimating, and this is why like sleep apnea F's people up so much.
First base camp's the one that's over the clothes, right?
But like even as your body's like acclimating to it, like when they're checking your blood level and everything, your body, you could be in shape, but your body might not acclimate right. And so you're already starting to lose percentage from sea level. Just being in, Kathmandu, you're already starting to like, your body is already depleting. But if you can stay there for a very long time, then your body will acclimate. But I don't know. It's just crazy to me that I'm like, somebody brought up like, there are spirits that call you to your doom, or like sirens, people, that whole, like they'll call you to your doom. They're calling you to your drowning. And it's like something about the mountain feels like it's doing that too. And like, look how it's surrounded by Tibet. Like they're like, I don't know. It's interesting.
I got a slight tangent on this one.
Do
just
it.
because we're talking about calling you to your doom. And I'm super late to the party on this by, I think, like at least 6 or 7 years. But the Gray State, have you guys heard about the Gray State movie and documentary?
No.
Okay, so Gray State was a self-made film that this guy had been working on. He in high school, like right out of high school, joined the military, him and his brother and all of his friends. They went to the army. They end up going to Iraq. And then they get stop lost and all get sent to Afghanistan. And while they're in Afghanistan, stop lost. Well, and if you don't know what stop loss means, it means that after your term with the military is supposed to be up and you're allowed to go home, the military is like, actually, we're going to go ahead and need you to stick around for another like couple years, and you don't get like any extra bonus or anything sometimes. So they all get stop loss. They get disenchanted with the government, and this one guy starts working. His name is Crowley, actually, David Crowley, but he starts working on a movie called The Gray State, and it's about the American public rising up and fighting the actual government. Like they militarize themselves, and it's instead of being like a civil war, it ends up being civilians versus state. So he's working on this thing. He's got Alex Jones is in it. He's getting actual police and military in it. Like it's turns into a huge thing. He ran like an Indiegogo campaign and raised like 60 grand or something. And in the middle of working on this, like he's super hardcore patriotic and everything. He ends up he marries a Muslim woman, and all of his friends are like, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. And they start living together, and they get like deep into woo-woo conspiracy, and they both like she gives up being a Muslim, he gives up being a Christian. They start believing in like we are all one, and they start seeing spirits, and they start talking to spirits. And then over time, the official story is that the wife hears some spirit that tells them, hey, like you need to rapture yourselves and go to this next land, and you all need to be together. Long story short, someone goes to their house on Christmas, the day after Christmas morning, and all the presents are outside, and someone looks in the window, and the whole family was taken out, and someone had written Allah Akbar on the wall in like the wife's blood, but like the wife, the husband, and their daughter was all dead in this room. And it was like this weird story, and like how did it all happen? They actually found all this footage, like audio recordings and video recordings of them talking about seeing these spirits that were telling them like leave this earth. And it's wild because he was in the middle of making this really hardcore conspiracy theory movie that was supposed to be like the first of its time.
Where you almost wonder, it's like, was he voice of God like Isaac Cappy, where they're feeding him stuff, or if it's something like actually paranormal that they
like channeled or
into.
something.
I feel like it would take more than just a random voice to because that my thought would go like, up, I got targeted. I'm a targeted individual now. Like someone in a satellite's talking to me right now.
Yeah.
Isn't Iran where the Stargate movie is? Sorry for the hard right turn, but I saw this in the chat. And isn't that where they go to like, don't they? I don't know. Wasn't it?
I thought it was Egypt, but the Ascension Glossary says Iran is one of the Stargates for sure.
The Air Force facility.
Wasn't it by like the Ziggurat of Ur?
1994 at the top of a secret U.S. Air Force facility in Colorado. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's the actual Stargate.
And the desert planet Abystos. Oh, the film opens with a prologue set in 1928 Giza, Egypt, where the Stargate device is first discovered.
I know it's Egypt.
That's kind of where
it's like
I'm
Egyptian gods that come to life in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think there's something
Ra, right? Amun-Ra.
Nuclear about it. I think they have a vision like Chronovisor. I just think it's another way of saying it. And so I feel like if Iran, they cannot have a nuclear device. Like they can't have the Stargate device.
When I think nuclear, I think cellular. That's what I think. Because that's what, yeah. That's nuclear technology. It's it's biology. That's what I think when they say nuclear. I don't think it has anything to do with bombs. I think it has to do with like a new type of human. And you hear Elon Musk talk about like, why don't we have a new revelation? Throw all of it away and just have a new beginning, a new type of humanity. And he talks about it publicly on these interviews. And I'm just like, well, that's what they're doing. And there's this whole, I think My Maria even posted this clip of, I forgot what the show is called, but it's literally this girl is I guess she comes into consciousness and the doctor's like, hey, we 3D printed you. And she's like, what are you talking about? So she turns around and sees her old body and she's in her new body. her consciousness was uploaded into it. So it's like a new type of fucking human.
There's a
And
movie.
I think it's a show or a movie, but my Maria posted, I think it was yesterday. And I was like, this is fascinating. I think I took a screenshot of it. But it was fascinating to me. And I was like, I got to watch this because this is just right up my alley. It's right here. Uno momento.
Walking on broken glass.
I think so. I'm sorry, y'all. But I know she posted it, or you can ask her. She was in here. I don't know if she's still here, but it was very fascinating. I think it was a TV show on, don't remember. I was high as hell, but it was very fascinating. No, it was in Black Mirror. Go ahead, I'll find it. Just give me a minute.
Was it the Demi Moore movie?
Mm-mm. It's a show, for sure.
Was it Beauty?
Mm-mm. It was 2 words. I forgot what it was called. Damn it. My memory is not as great as it used
Full
to.
House.
It's not Full House.
I don't know if I said it here, but I think the Industrial Revolution was just us digging the shit out of dust. Like, I think it was actually in dust. I think they put industrial. What's that mean? Does it all
Orphan Black.
Like industry?
Orphan Black.
When was the Industrial Revolution? Especially when we had like that Dust Bowl here.
Well, there's the Dust Bowl, and if you also look at, like, there's over 1,000 dams in California, and all the old maps have a river that runs, and it's actually called the Red Sea, in between California and the mainland. So it's pretty much like Nevada, Arizona area. And then you look up those areas of the country and how much of those parts of the country are government owned, and it's like more than any other state.
It's all BLM, yeah.
So it's just
the Great Basin National Park.
It just seems like it was them digging out railroads. Like them.
That's all they're done is dig in Nevada. Like it's mining. That's what they do.
Yeah, it's all children everywhere, because if you said the giants were still there that were flooded, like even in the Great Flood, there is so many floods. Every single dam floods something underneath. And so I used to just think, oh, they flooded a couple towns of poor people. Now I'm like, they flooded all the old history. Like if there was giants down there and there was giant bones down there and cave entrances down there, they just dammed it and flooded it. And so I think just like Egypt is covered in sand, and these are the Great Pyramids. This is the Great Lake. Who the fuck is great? Like, I'm like, this is a weird word to just blanketly call these things all around the world. And I don't know. I just think it was
like
all
when you
covered
see
in
ocean
dust.
glass and stuff too. That used to trip me out, where you see like the green, like ocean glass. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean like when actual glass like falls into the ocean and like turns all soft?
Supposedly
like
erodes and everything. It looks like a rock. And
yeah, okay,
yeah.
It happens kind of quick with glass, quicker than rocks.
I would imagine. But then also the like Mount Shasta, or not Mount Shasta, Lake Shasta. It's like when they made Lake Shasta, they flooded 3 cities. Like 3 cities are underneath that lake. It's wild to me that they do that.
All like when you look at Massachusetts, so much of Massachusetts is just like, oh, there's old towns under there.
Yeah.
And then they just look like lakes. They look like beautiful lakes surrounded by, and they're like, no, there used to be a town there, but now New York needed water.
Yeah. So when, the lake's a certain level, you can see like the tops of buildings and stuff. It's wild.
Yeah, that's just crazy. And that makes me think the Grand Canyon's that. Like
Yeah.
they just flooded it, put water here. Let's just put some water down at the bottom of it, and then
It's our irrigation canal.
Yeah, but people
The
live
very
there.
first domestic operation for the Red Cross in the U.S. was a man-made flood called the Johnstown Flood, and it was when they were trying to put together, I think it was like a log mill or something, or like a steel mill, but they basically wanted to use the water supply for their industrial process, and the town didn't want them to do it, and they did it anyway, and it ended up just flooding the entire town. But the first domestic Red Cross operation, this is like one of the oldest American conspiracy, like false flag, like they like self-inflicted a thing, And this one is actually interesting because there's no debate that they actually caused the Johnstown flood. The only conspiracy is, did they do it on purpose, or was it just like a whoopsie?
They're also heavily planned. And then if there was a sea that went on the coast of California that led over to like the end of the Rockies, then that's why they find all this animal life where they're like, "Oh, this was all an ocean." No, you guys flooded it. Like you dammed things and knocked all the water off here. Like they're acting like they're finding some prehistoric thing, but really it was a very created, deliberate thing, and then the history was mulled over. That's what I think. I don't think it just is like, oh, look at the Grand Canyon. This was created by water. I just am like, okay, go tell that to Joe Rogan. Like, I don't know. I just don't buy any of that.
I think
stuff.
they were
I know
very
it's the official
intelligent
story.
with crystal technology and whatever associated with that and metals. And whatever technology that they had occurred like a that they used with the sun, I'm thinking, and it caused like a huge melt. That's what it looks like. All these sites look like not just underwater, but like a melt. Like something was either put over it and melted it, or I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but a lot of these old structures look like a melt and petrified a lot of these things.
Well, this
Like,
is mud flood theory.
This
Is
is the
it?
idea of mud flood.
A
This is
version of the mud flood theory is that like the mud was actually like melted mountains and melted buildings that were made into mountains and stuff like this.
like all the mountains used to be buildings.
Yeah,
Or
they're just like
trees.
it's like a candle that just melted down into a pile of wax.
This is the weird part, is that once you get into the mud flood and you get into the I didn't know this. I thought, oh, both things can be true, but I'm just telling you for the niche of our weird world that we're in. If you think all the mountains were melted buildings, don't ever say something was a big tree. Like both those things don't
right.
exist in their realm.
Why? An
I
avatar tree
don't
was a
know.
building. Like that could be a possibility. Like an avatar, they lived in a
Treehouse.
tree. Yeah.
To me,
The
both could be
Berenstain
true,
Bears.
but they are very
Berenstain
adamant
Bears.
that they're not.
Yeah.
Like that we just had this technology and like
Well, a good
everything was
example of
bigger.
that one from man, I can't remember where this had come up, but there's a house here in Florida somewhere that is the site is both a place where people say is haunted. It also they found this weird like orb that it attracts UFO people, and then it also had like Bigfoot sightings or skunk ape sightings. So what happens is that 3 different types of people show up to this one house, and some of them are looking for ghosts, and some are looking for aliens, and some are looking for whatever else. And then like an alien person will run into a ghost person, and the alien person's like, you know, hey, yeah, we're taking this serious. This is scientific. Like we think aliens are here. Like don't come here with all your stupid ghost stuff. You're making it seem silly. And the ghost people are just doing the same thing. It's like, no, we're here. We're serious. Like this is spiritual. And you're trying to say that it's like aliens and green men. Like get out of here. And then the Bigfoot guy shows up, and no one wants the Bigfoot guy there because they really think that he's making it silly. And it just seems like that same thing where it's like, no, it's not a big tree, it's a melted building. You know what I mean? Like they're both fringe scientists, but now they're arguing over like minutia within the thing that they've already rejected.
In this old book, I think from 16 something, the Mundus something, and it has the map of the moon with all these unique, like similar Africa. I mean, it's just mind blowing. This map was mind blowing. But also in this book, what they had was where these huge mountains were, was this huge basin of water in every continent. There's this huge either mountain or tree because it had veins or roots that connected throughout that part of the continent. And it was interesting. I mean, it was a huge ass water basin depicted in every continent. And what looked like to me with the similarity in like the book of Eli, where they needed to get water and it was in this cave like underground kind of system, that's where the water sources are. And they always say, like, oh, we're going to run out of water. We're going to run out of water. But it's plentiful and it's always there. It's never, it's either going to cause a flood in the future or they know how to like control that part of the basin, but that basin spreads out like veins, like literally, like that's the heart, and it just spreads out. And it reminds me of Avatar too. It's like the system of everything, all the veins spread out through the land,
Roots.
you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
But they're veins.
That's what my idea of what clean coal is
Mm.
just petrified roots of the old trees. And so they actually need it. If we'd burn that and coal plants with steam, then we'd give them more CO2 so they would be able to get bigger and create superfauna again. Like there was something about like we had a copacetic relationship. This is why it both works with me with giant technology and giant trees.
Yeah.
Is I think if there were giant trees and giant buildings, Zeppelins just seem like perfect. Like that would have been one type of tech. And then another type of tech from a different land would have been. But if energy wasn't to be fought over, because look how many wars are about energy. Like look at oil, or we're fighting over. Like if it was plentiful and free everywhere, it would be a little harder to get your people up to fight those people. Like
Yeah.
they always try to convince like they have all the chicken. Your tribe has none of the chicken. You need to go get their chicken. Like it's always like this thing. But if there was chicken everywhere, then it would be hard for your fat people to get up and give a shit about other people's chicken. And that's how I feel about energy in general. Like if it's everywhere. But the tree system, if it was big trees, they would also have big waterways that ran through them like every tree does. It would be veins of water. It
It's
would
almost
be
like-
separating waters above in all the leaves from waters below in all the roots. Like
It's
the
almost-
tree would be it. That's where I get Jay Dreamers about it.
It's
Like
almost
pillars
like
of water.
like the veins you need like or just like a nervous system and a blood system. There's the blood, the water, there's like different types of veins. There's veins of gold, there's veins of crystal, like there's all types of veins in the ground. There's a fungi system. It's like a highway system if you kind of
Like a
think about it.
body. How you have
Yeah.
fascia and you have
Yeah.
veins and you have muscle tissue and you have ligaments and you have it's like
capillaries and-
eyeballs and you have
It's a
color of your
multi-
eyeballs and a
multi-layered.
butthole. You got a pussy gushing water. That's what I feel like. You look at these cave systems. I didn't mean to be all nasty when I said that, but I was actually picturing a cave. Like the amount of stuff I see that where people are like, "This is a petrified dragon," and you are like, "That is a petrified dragon." Like,
Yeah.
and then this is total sidebar, but not. The fake moon rocks that we end up giving Sweden, how they're petrified wood.
Yeah.
There's something about it, like we made it to the North Pole. We got to the Rupus Negro. We brought you rock from there. We looked it up, and this is just petrified tree. Like, it just seems like maybe.
You just so
There's one in Asia, and it looks just like a fucking dragon's head. I was flabbergasted. This petrified mountain that they were on.
Thanks,
when you-
Becky.
there's a lot of
Y'all
cave
have to
pussy.
fucking
There
see
is,
it.
you guys. I'm sorry. There's a lot of them. It's wild. And it's obvious. And you're like, oh my gosh, nobody carved this way.
Yeah, this is a vagina. 100%.
Yeah. I'm like, this is either a vagina or the world's largest Arby's. Just kidding. Sorry. It is
Arby's always
1:32
reminded me of
a.m.
vagina. Always.
Is this a Katy Perry joke?
Oh yeah, right here. Do you guys want to see it? Apparently, a
blow
legit
you up.
dragon's head.
I'll blow you up. Boom.
Right there.
On an Arby's.
Thomas was hoping he was peeping some vagina caves.
Come on, zoom in already, bro.
No, Jesus, they always have to do this whole production.
Foreplay
My
working up
hand's
to it.
getting tired. I'm
I
like, what the
know.
hell?
That's what he's doing with the
It's
two.
just
He
like-
should use the two other
Well,
fingers.
I just don't
not
want
his
to cut.
thumb.
All right.
He should
I
use
just
3
want you guys
fingers
to
if he's
see it.
doing.
Boom.
Damn right.
That's why it's taking
And
so
then
long.
really
that's the whole back of the dragon, okay? And then the dragon's head, like legit, look, that's a spine right there. Boom, 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 boom. That whole, look,
Oh wow.
look.
Oh my gosh.
That's a fucking dragon.
Is
Don't
it
fucking
real? I
tell me
don't
it's
know.
not.
But looks fucking real. Do I believe anything on the screens? No, but it's cool. Look at that. If it were real, there you go.
I mean, there are definitely AI programs now where you can say, generate me a panoramic image of, and you could say a mountainside that looks like a dragon, and then you can move
Yeah.
your finger around. So it's not like,
Yeah, I
Anything
actually
on
saw
the
somebody.
screen?
They were like, "This is a new kind of
Yeah.
animal that was seen in Iceland." I don't even know anymore if it's real. Like I watched a science website that they were
I
like,
saw
I
this
don't even
weirdest, this weirdest video today, and it was like, this is leaked video from University of Idaho underground labs, and nobody's supposed to see it, and it's just like this white round thing that's just they're bouncing. They almost look alive, but then you start really looking at it, it almost looks like some machine that's like kneading bread dough or something. I don't know, but like just trying to wrap your mind around what the fuck am I even looking at? Like, is this even real? Like, I don't think it's real anyway, but it's just so weird.
Israel.
Is it real?
That's a whole
Yeah.
psyop, that name. That name in itself is just a weird fucking
And
name.
Iran.
Isis Ra Enlil. Isn't that Israel?
Israel.
It was saying it that way. It makes me feel like it's a cat that Gargamel has. Israel. Asrael.
Azrael.
Yeah, it
Did you
feels
see the
like-
recent post about this Israeli guy that looks like a fucking weirdo? With you guys
he
see
looks
it?
like, that looks AI.
AI, or he looks like from that old school Mario movie with the guys with the small head and the weird teeth and the big bodies. What are they called?
Yeah, the Goombas.
The Goombas. He had a Goomba face. There you go.
I don't know about it.
He just looked weird.
I don't know about it at all.
He's basically like it was an actual, like, I want to say IDF guy or something, but his actual face looks worse than any of the most offensive memes you've ever seen drawn of someone
Oh,
like
like
of
he
an Israeli.
looks like an
Ugly.
His actual face is worse than any illustration you've ever seen. It almost looks like
The Japanese
someone
demons.
was like intentionally trying to make them look bad, but it just, it's one of those things.
It is really odd if you take the monster out of every single society, how it fits that look. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a witch from some societies. It doesn't matter if it's a vampire from some. It doesn't matter if it's a troll under a bridge from some. It doesn't matter, like you were saying, like certain Japanese demons. It doesn't matter. It's like, it doesn't matter where you walk on the world. Like, you can almost lay that look over whatever, like it almost makes me like want to, like, somebody should do research on when the lore came out and then when people got kicked out of that country. Sorry.
What,
I
for
said
poisoning the wells?
yeah, I know her.
For
like,
biting the coins?
bringing dusty blankets covered in weird kind of Lyme's disease.
For introducing prostitution?
Like, I don't know. It seems kind of crazy. But it is also weird that you look at the monsters in every single thing and it all kind of is like, here's a big, huge nose. And, you know, there's always a weird hat.
Well, part of that too. I mean, this is one of the explanations that I've read about that. But the thing with like the witches and just anyone that had like the big nose being like these, like horrible, evil people. A lot of that stemmed before there was any sort of social programs. So usually, like, as you get older, I think it's like your nose and your ears continue to grow indefinitely. So, like, if you get old enough, you will have a huge schnoz and you'll have huge ears. It just kind of happens because of how most people are made. And what would happen is that in like old times, the old lady, usually the guys are gonna die, and like the old ladies would far outlive the guys. So there'd always be like this old lady that's just constantly walking around and moaning because she's freaking old, and there's no such thing as like opiates, right? And like always needs help, and like maybe falls over and is like breaking a hip. And what happens is that old lady becomes this kind of like thorn in the side of the town, because you walk by and you feel bad because like maybe you should help because she's obviously in pain, but also like I don't got time for all that. I'm trying to go and help some old lady. Like I got my own kids that are going through the Black Plague or whatever it is, right? So like all of a sudden that person becomes universally hated by the entire town because it's a reminder of mortality, and it's a reminder of like how horrible life maybe is for everyone, how rough it is. So eventually, like you just come up with an idea like, up, she's a witch, and now you can just kill her, and now you don't have to worry about the old lady that's like walking around moaning and like making you feel bad all the time. And like that archetype kind of grows out of that over time, and it's so easy to like point to someone and be like, it's a witch, because that becomes like the social security system. You don't got to take care of old people if you just call them a witch and kill them.
Unless the witch actually gave everyone the Black Plague that you were talking about. Because where did that come from? Like, that's just what I'm
Fauci.
like. Yeah, it's some, like, there was something going on with certain, like, people
Yeah,
needed
it
to
was the
wash their
wells.
hands. Yeah, there were things being poisoned.
It was
I
the
think
wells.
that's a long time.
It was the dirt. Like they did it in Lebanon, like right on the border. My sister's calling me. Hold on.
Make sure everything's okay. Make sure you're on muty. I don't know. But it also is interesting, like they're doing magic, they're doing blood spells, they're eating people, like how much the eating people lore is always there. Which the eating people thing is always there with the giants. There's never really stories of like this sweet giant helped us.
No.
Like there's tons of stories where you'd actually have to think,
The Never Ending Story has a mountain giant that helps them.
The rock crusher guy?
is he just a giant or is he a rock?
Both.
Yeah, like it's
He's
like
both.
But
yeah.
fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
Yeah, the never ending
what's the drink?
story, the dog with the pimple back, the dead horse.
I love him.
And even the scary trolls on the never ending story were helpful. Like
don't remember this.
it flips it. Because the husband and wife out of the basket, they're like scary
Oh, yeah.
looking. But before he has to run through the gates, he has to
What
like
did I just see that in? Like they did the same exact thing. Like, oh no, it was that show One Piece, the pirate show. Like they basically did that part of Neverending Story in there. But
were you gonna say something, Layla?
Huh? No, I'm reading.
Oh, I thought you were about
Oh.
to say
I saw something about male loneliness epidemic, not epic dumbass, but
a male loneliness epidemic.
yeah.
I would think, honestly, in a world that is getting like progressively softer and just in a way of like there being any outdoor activities at all that even kids do, I would think that in that masculine way that guys hang out with other guys in the past isn't necessary. Like guys aren't just like, I'm going to walk to the basketball court and then I'll just meet dudes at the back and we'll hang out. Like, I don't know what guys did to meet each other.
You know what guys
Like,
need to
but
do?
it seemed like in our day they would just
Guys need to just like live by themselves, just enjoy life. And then women should all live together, and just raise each other. And then push the guys out into the world when they're old enough, and like, just like the lions, there's one male lion that comes in, the female lions, and like
Mormon.
he does his thing.
Yeah, you're just describing Mormonism right now.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
hey.
what I always say, Layla. I would be such a good first wife for a Mormon in the different timeline. Like I
Honestly?
realized my shtick if I end up in a time travel, oops.
But the
I'm
thing
like,
I don't like
okay.
about Mormonism, he thinks he's the leader, and that's not how it goes. The women are the leaders, and he's just there as a tool. Like, hey, hi, yeah, we just need your sperm. Thanks, bye. We can do everything else.
You can go split the wood too, really quick.
Yeah, because how it's going, like it's just getting ridiculous. Like this month alone, 81 million visits to a website where you can like date rape your wife and have men come and fuck your wife and then post a video on fucking line and then tell other men how to do that to their wives and to their girlfriends and post the content and make money, yet calling out the OnlyFans bitches, right? That they're making millions and then they're mad because they're making millions, but they're doing this shit behind their wives' backs. And it's just like, you know what? Better off we just go this way and you guys go that way, because there's men out there who are taking 11-year-olds and fucking raping them till they die. So that's where I'm at. That's my rant.
I'm not laughing
guy
at
only
that
did
part.
that
It's
one
just so
time.
it's like, ay.
That's my rant.
Do you feel objectified, Thomas?
It's not Thomas.
Or
Just
isolated?
One of the
there's
good.
a few good ones out there, but majority y'all fucking suck. I don't care. I'm just saying it. Y'all suck.
I hear this all the time, anyways, because my girlfriend watches enough TikTok that like this is the
Her
narrative
algorithm
that's already
do.
established.
Yep.
Is like TikTok trying to do this? Is it like a goal
yeah.
Nah,
of
it's
TikTok?
men doing it, bro. I'm not blaming no website. It's men. TikTok
I
doesn't
will
have
tell
a
you
dick.
something that I think is weird about the younger generation. And I think like Clavicle, but it's not just him. It's like him and all his friends. And like the looks maxing thing about it not being about getting girls at all is like it's really not an interest, where Clavicle will say like he's done so many chemicals before 20 that he can't even get his penis hard naturally anymore. Like he
Well, and I
has
think
no
that's already
sperm
happening
count.
even without the fucking chemicals. I think that's happening with just like
He
the
has no
diet and
sperm count. Like the amount he
yeah.
started doing steroids and stuff when he was like 15. Like he started doing like tren when he was like, he does meth just to stay lean. Like this, like whether his OD was
So he's
real or
probably
not.
got like raisins instead of balls, and then never did like HCG or HMG.
But
I
he's
think it
20,
was,
and the
but, yeah.
weirdest thing, it's just like men hitting themselves is akin to girls cutting themselves. But now girls aren't cutting themselves. Boys are hitting themselves, and it just is like, to me, that's XX chromosome vaccine. Like that's all these amount of men are men. Like that 20-year-old boy has probably 50 more vaccines than anyone watching this show. And that's crazy to me.
Have you guys been listening to any of the birth rate stuff? That like the birth rate in the United States is down like a ton.
Women don't want to have kids. Men want to have the kids.
And yeah, like to the point where people are like labor and delivery nurses, and they have like days where they're not having babies, and it's never been a thing before.
Clavicle.
And I say what I say because
androgyny, but it's just like,
the typical response from men.
I do that shit all the time.
Shit like what Hart says: work out your trauma. You have an issue with rape. Of course, I have an issue with rape, and it's not trauma, even though I did go through molestation by fucking creeps at a very young age, at the age of fucking 5. So yeah, I do have a problem because I was surrounded by it my entire childhood. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing, it's a reality. And you men who just brush it off, you're the fucking problem. I would love to check your fucking hard drive. Like at this point, like I'm going to call you motherfuckers out. If you don't like it, you have a problem. You have a serious sickness in your fucking head if you think this is not a real fucking issue. Like that's where I'm at. So
yeah,
it is what it is. And a lot of women go through it. Men too, but the majority, it's enough is enough. We've had it. And you keep this fucking attitude, you're going to be lonely until the day you fucking die. And this is what it's turning out to. People are teaching other men how to beat other women up if they say no. Like, this is happening in Brazil. It's happening in fucking United Kingdom. It's starting to spread. And I don't like this shit. So I'm going to fucking yap. And if you don't like it, marsh. Go to a
Why
different
is this
channel.
in Brazil? Like why isn't this in like Mexico?
No, it's spreading. It's spreading. I just named a couple.
What is it though?
It's a trend that's going around where the younger generation are teaching other younger men to beat women up if they say no to them. Like, literally taking like dummies, bodies, whatever, and training them how to fucking beat
What?
women up if they
So
say
like
no.
instead of like a self-defense class, it's just like an offense
Yeah.
class. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna beat people
Yeah.
up, you're gonna beat women up. Why
Yeah.
would you need a class on that though? Wouldn't it be the same as like beating a guy up?
Well,
but easier.
Yeah.
You could hold both their wrists with one hand.
why they're doing that?
Well, I mean,
It's like, why is Convicular telling people to take meth and like, take peptides? It's the same thing. It's like that same idea. It's like a program. Yeah, we're going to start beating women up again. Like, they're getting irritated. They're not getting pussy out here. And it's just like, oh, they're saying no. We're going to take it from them anyway. It's like, it's not funny anymore. It's like, enough is enough.
are they
So-
like parody videos where it's like
No.
you're gonna beat your wife in case she says no?
No. It's a real thing. It started in Brazil, and the trend, it spreads like, wildfire. It becomes like, on your FYP, and it's the hot topic that people, want to talk about, and it spreads.
I've never heard of this before. I don't even really know if I even understand it. So it's just someone like, hey guys, it's me, clavicular, whatever.
It's
like,
not-
the Brazilian clavicular. Hey, is your wife giving you a hard time? Well, I'm gonna give you like the top 7 ways to beat your wife to like put them in line.
Well, it's not like that. It's like they just write a caption. If she says no to you, and then they start beating up a mannequin, it's like, this is what we're going to start doing. It's like a warning out there for
Okay,
women.
so-
You
okay.
start saying no, this is what we're going to do to you.
Oh, so it's like guys at a punching bag and then words at the bottom.
Yes. So it's like that is spreading, like that whole mentality. It's okay
Like
to
instead
beat
of
the
it
woman.
being like, if I ran into Oprah in a dark alley, like they're like, if she says no,
this
and
is
then-
what you do. Like, okay, sure.
honestly, I don't know a dream fairy tale time that this wasn't it. I just think the internet has privy to every single outlet and every single news source and every single country and every single state. Like, this is just, I just think people have too much information. I don't think anything's changing. I think this is always how it is.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody's empathy.
It's
Really,
like
I don't.
Sean Connery being like, like if you already told her once, like you give her a little backhand. Like, I just feel like was it ever something that didn't happen? Hitting women?
Dishwasher's broken. You give her another black eye.
Yeah, I don't know. I just always feel like it is a thing. And now it's just in the manosphere, which in my opinion, I think the entirety, like every single person out of the manosphere, at least the top like 7 of 10, they're all Muslims. And I think it's interesting that it's like Andrew Tate and Sneeko and all these guys in this fake, where their newest member of their Yi clan is just punching himself in the face. But he's just the youngest member of their clique of the same thing that I'm like, oh, this is
Have any
curious.
of you guys seen the Manosphere documentary?
No.
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
So like it's weird because what they do in that documentary is they covered like all the Andrew Tates and claviculars and the Sneekos and all these dudes. But then they, at the very end, the last 20 minutes, they pivot it to anti-Semitism, and they're basically they're in the documentary. They're showing that the Manosphere pipeline ultimately ends in like the Jews are running the world, and that was kind of like the ending big point that I guess Louis Theroux was trying to make with that.
Wow.
I don't
I'm
hate.
going to tell you, if the
hate bad men.
Israel's running the world, I'm just going to tell you from my own personal little pillar I'm on, I don't see how Muslims are going to fucking save me.
They
No
won't.
offense out there to any fucking Muslims. Nothing scares me more than a group of Muslim men. And so I'm just like, okay, I know all this stuff is scary too, but then I see what's actually happening and how it's like a slow walk and how everything's becoming like this, like, oh, we could just turn this to this in a couple of years. And I'm just like, that's Handmaid's Tale shit to me.
The
And that's just
majority
what
of the
I
ones
see. I
overseas.
feel like a bunch of, like, I feel like there is a part of the reason the manosphere is so attractive to noodle arm white guys of America is because they don't have that woman to hit. Their mom tells them what to do. She probably tells the dad what to do. Like in the house that they're in, it's like they don't, and so they're just like, yeah, I'm going to tell that bitch. But they never get out of her house. And so it's just like, oh, maybe if I pay clavicular $1,500, he'll teach me how to looks max myself. I don't know. It's a very crazy state.
Well, this happened in the 2000s too, when it was what the hell do they call it? Pickup artists? Remember the pickup artist phase?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, but that one was more about like mental manipulation and like magic tricks and like neurolinguistic programming. But it was very, very similar to the same like manosphere thing.
And this is the other thing. They all seem like, to me, they talk like a person with hearing aids. I don't know how
I don't
to
know
put
what that
my
means. Are you calling them retards? Is that like a fun
that's how they all have a weird slight, like I noticed it first with that guy HS Tiki Taki or whatever his name is from the Manosphere thing where he gets in a fight with Pierce Morgan, and then it starts to come out about him, like pretty much his whole lifestyle's leased and everything that you see on here is like this fake thing and whatever. But his whole audience picks on him about the way he says certain words. And it sounds like somebody who doesn't hear English correctly, or he doesn't hear, you hear somebody that they're like, oh, how do you say? And you're like, bitch, you've lived here 20 years. Don't, how do you say? How do
Como
you?
se dice?
Oh, I got that. And that's how I feel like they all have this, like, it sounds to me like somebody who almost speaks too many languages. That's where I'm like, that's spy. If you're not deaf, you have this spy tone about you where it's almost like Melania Trump in that way, where it's just this like this blanket accent that comes from somewhere. And because now you know where she's from. But really, it's just like pieced out words that I'm like, does she hear it? Anyways, it's just a thing I notice when you listen to Andrew Tate speak from now on about anything. It just put hearing aids on him and be like, he does talk a way that is not just like a person talking regular, like something's weird. And I'm auditory as shit, you guys. Like I'm not as visual as I am auditory. I hear the slightest little changes or little, even that was one of that stupid guy that said Sam was somebody from, this is where I'm like, all right, at least run with the old thing. He said he's also a shapeshifter and he's on Below Deck, the only show I watch. I just want you guys to know, like he had to like let everyone know his cool level of, I only watch Below Deck. Here's Sam's voice and here's this other guy's voice. And I'm like, all right.
Wait, Sam Tripoli is on Below Deck?
Yeah, the same guy that says Sam is Sir Francis Bacon also says, yeah, he also says Sam's a shapeshifter and this is what these people do. And Sam's also one of the characters on Below Deck. And so then he's like, here's the character talking, here's Sam talking. And I'm like, I'm down for anything that's a conspiracy I haven't heard before. So it's not like I haven't heard this guy's work. I'm like, shut my eyes, because my little head, I will tell you if it's the same voice. And I'm like, it's not even close. It's just like one guy getting upset and another guy getting upset.
I like that though. You know why? Because there's a huge chance that there's going to be hardcore Below Deck fans that are like, who the hell's this Sam guy? And now they're going to be searching Sam Tripoli, and now he's in their algorithm on all their phones. So even
I don't mind it. I obviously Real Housewives, but I'm not trying to pretend I'm better than thou. He's like, I just want you guys to know it's the only show I watch, Below Deck. Like, it was just weird the way he put it in there. Like he wasn't just like, listen to this clip, listen to this. Like he didn't even have to say he partook in any of it.
Right, he could just say, I saw this clip online, and
It was
yeah.
just weird he mentioned it. And the only reason I know is I'm a Bravo nerd. I'm a Real Housewife. So you don't think I don't watch Below Deck? I'm like, let me see what you got. Does it sound like Sam? Because I would have been watching Below Deck and I would have paused it and been like, babe, that sounds just fucking like Sam Tripoli.
It's got the same energy of like, I did it one time in college when I was experimenting, and that was it.
Yeah, it's just like when Sam's like, "Are you kidding?" and he gets that upset like sound to his voice. But it made me laugh. But
hilarious.
I'm okay for auditory stuff like that. But when Andrew Tate speaks, something's weird about his voice to me that I'm like, I would never even be able to take a person like that seriously. But then somebody pointed out to me in my comments on X, they were like, he got big caps. And when people get fake teeth, they never talk right again. And I'm like, you might have saved my life here, because it's something that I'm starting to notice so frequently that I'm like, what's wrong with this person's voice? Like something shifted.
Oh, it's like veneers.
Yeah, it might have been a run of veneers. So anyways, that was. Sometimes my digs aren't that deep. I'm like, why is he talking? Is he losing his hearing? What is this? Is this from breaking your nose, fighting? What is this? Anyways. Is there anything else crazy going on in the World Weekly News?
There was a quote that came from some leader in Iran that I thought was a funny one, and he said that Americans will soon be nostalgic about $5 and $6 a gallon gas, and I just thought that sounded like a pretty direct threat that seems legitimate.
Do you think the gas companies, because of all the EV, have to make up their money somewhere?
I mean,
Well, now
I
supposedly
think
it's at
they're-
$83 a gallon today, so it's down. But
right, but this is so
just
weird
temporary.
because it's almost like there's been an advance notice. Because I remember maybe like a month or so ago, there was this notice that went out to everyone that does major shipping and all the different, and so like UPS, FedEx, USPS, everyone, like there's going to be an 8% surcharge on all shipping for the indefinite future. It's supposed to be like, quote, temporary,
Yeah.
but this came out like way before the gas prices actually spiked. So it's almost like, they got advance notice and they're letting you know, like, hey, the prices are actually just going to be going up 8% because it seems like the gas prices might not be coming back down once they start to stabilize over $5 across the board.
Well, I've been like, I'll deliver groceries for Walmart and stuff, and I don't mind. Like, if I want to turn it on, I can turn it on, and I make $30 an hour. It's not a bad deal. But it, like, now I absolutely look at how far I have to drive because gas prices and everything, it's like going up and everything. I want to get closer to $30 an hour than drive. Like, some of them were like, you can make $50, $55 to drive 46 miles, and I was like, not doing that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, if gas ain't, that's like, isn't it so funny how it doesn't matter until it matters, and then it's all that matters?
Yeah.
It's like our immediate world. It's like all this other shit can be happening, but people will only care about that other shit once it starts to affect their immediate world. And gas prices, I feel like, have always been so linked to our politics and our dollar and our everything. So we always get this loosh. Like, it's just a dance. It doesn't even make any sense that it could ever go up. And I just thought this funny. It was funny because, like, I know, and I've been friends and lived with a few awesome Muslims. I'm friends with some awesome Muslims too.
My best friend was a Muslim until he blew
Yeah,
himself up.
here in America, they're pretty cool. Overseas, different story, bro.
I know it is just funny because I'm like,
Here they
this is
adapted
Layla,
a little
one
bit.
of my good friends.
Ex-Muslim though.
I know, but it's like
Were
during
you
the time
joking,
of all
Thomas?
this.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I know. I just
taking
think
that as a
it's
yes.
funny that at the part that we're at kind of now where it's like I know too. Like, I know some good Mormons. Like, I'm still gonna talk shit about all the things.
Yeah, literally. I do.
Big Christians.
Yeah, it's like I love the saying that Jesus is so awesome it's his followers that scare the shit out of me.
Yeah,
My
for
favorite
real.
thing is to not give a shit about anyone and what they say is because they're not your God and they're not your maker. So it's like, on that.
That's my whole thing is like use the book to learn about it, but then you have to evolve beyond the book and just connect to it. It's
What the
needs to be
Bible?
got like anything, what
Yeah.
the Bible, the Quran, whatever, like it's there as a tool so that way you can, I don't know, learn this connection. But then once the connection is there, I don't think you need the tool anymore because it's written by man. I don't care what they say about, God breathed, whatever. It's not. It's
Yeah.
still imperfect. So then it needs to be an intuitive thing, a thing that, a
Well, it's
personal relationship.
becoming like a whole thing. I'm just noticing in the zeitgeist that it's just like, okay, Israel bad, Jews bad. But anytime you bring up anything else, Muslims, Vatican, because it's happened to me a lot this week with the Vatican. If I bring up something about the Vatican, someone will be like Zionist
Muslims.
or like call me something. Like if I bring up Muslims ever, oh, Zionist. And I'm like, y'all, like if you can't look into the factions of all these things, like to think that some of these things don't work together and to think that, but when people are just like, oh, all of this thing good because it's this thing, I'm just like, nope. My contrarian is like,
why I don't care.
nope. And I just noticed how many, and I just think the entirety, if they're not hardcore Muslims in the red pill manosphere, in the white people red pill world, it's all Orthodox Catholics. And so you get one of these two stints, but when I look at the dress of both of them, they look the exact same clothes. Like when you take the clothes of what both these things are wearing, they look the exact same to me. Like there's no difference of like a nun and how I look at a lady in her hijab. So I don't wanna. Like I don't want to
Hijab.
mess around with any whatever.
Hijab.
I know. Hijab. I don't give a shit. Like and no offense, but I don't give a shit. Like I don't care about your yarmulke or your hijab. Like I really don't care. I'm not
like
into Roman
hijab.
torture devices. Like
Why
I
do
think,
nuns have habits?
yeah, bad habits.
Well,
I think
Jewish
it's so
women do the
crazy.
same thing, right? But they wear wigs, so it's not as obvious that they're hiding their hair. But they like all
cover
of
their head.
the
But that
main
defeats the purpose,
religions
no?
basically have that exact same rule.
Yeah.
I just think, religion itself becomes a god, and that is what I think is happening right now. And it's religion. There's no time that the word legion is used that it's like, this is groovy. Like the word legion is usually used to talk about like demons.
Yeah. We
So
are
it
legion,
just-
so we are
hold on.
many.
Isn't there a term God, GAD, and it is like a god of something, and that is where they took the word God from? Like the whole idea of like the word God, where it came from. Hold on, I think I remember.
Now you're
this.
giving away the secrets of the Masons here. That's what the G
Is that-
actually stands for.
Hold on, I think I'm onto something. The GAD God.
I do know people
Yeah.
who have sisters. I know a lady who has two sisters, and anytime they meet anywhere, they dress like whoever the two are picking the one up from the airport. They dress like nuns, and then they all dress like nuns. Like wherever they're going, like they're like, let's go to Boston and go to a Red Sox game, and then they go to the airport and they spend the whole day dressed as nuns, and you get treated next level.
It's
I
Pan.
bet. That'd be
It's
fine.
smart. Yeah, show up to like a bar. I'm sure someone will like buy you a drink.
Yeah, because everyone's like, oh my gosh, look at these nuns. They're so fun.
I try to see if I feel the same way about like Amish people. Because like they were in the car dealership and like these Amish women, but I don't. I feel like they're just like judgy. So I don't.
So
I
God,
think the entire thing's a LARP.
Yeah.
I think they just get
I mean,
dressed
you're in a
out of
car
their
dealership,
clothes
like, and
when
everything, and
people
you're-
leave. I think it's Epcot. I think they're when everybody thinks these people are in their buggy, but that's just that person gets paid for 8 hours a day to drive the buggy back and forth because so everyone thinks this thing's going on out of
It's
there.
like a Civil War reenactment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's all a LARP. I think everything's a psyop.
Yeah.
The Amish are a psyop. And they're just pick and choose when they want to. Oh, this is our rum springer. Like they're just gathering intel.
So let me read this real quick. Gad was the name of the Pan-Semitic god of fortune, usually depicted as a male, but sometimes as female, and is attested in ancient records of Aram and Arabia. God, is also mentioned in the Bible as a deity in the book of Isaiah 65:11. Some translations simply call him the god of fortune, as having been worshipped by a number of Hebrews during the Babylonian captivity. God apparently differed from god of destiny, who is known as many. The root verb in God means cut or divide. Fate being melted out or meted out. What does it say? Meld out. I can't see it. Meted out.
Gad,
There you go.
G-A-D. Like Gad sad.
God. That's a rumor, but yeah. Because where would that word come from, God, when we had Lord and all these other names, and all of a sudden in God we trust? Who came up with that?
But even Lord is such a weird thing that they call, like, Jesus straight up said, don't call any man on, like, don't call anyone Lord or Father. And it's like, what do all these religions do? Like, the priests are fathers, and then they call God Lord. And it's so weird.
Where did God come from, like that word? Does anyone know?
Gad means fortune.
I don't know. But in dreams, like, when there's dogs, usually, like, that has to do with, like, a dogma or belief that you had about God that you, like, need to reintegrate or look at.
God.
It's when you first
Supreme
saw.
being deity, the Christian God. Proto-Germanic Guthin. This one, uncertain origin, perhaps from pi gut, which is invoked. Slavonic, to call, or invoked, to call, invoke.
Huh, that's interesting. So it's like evoking something, and then at the end of a prayer, you amen, which is amen, which is a weird other
Amen.
deity. Like, yeah, that is kind of crazy. In like a spell kind of way that you would be opening it up with a word.
And
to
all three
enchant.
of them say it. Muslims, Christians, and Jews.
Interesting.
We say, but Muslims say Amin.
Curious. Anything
weird.
else, y'all?
Yeah, did you guys see that video of that guy doing like a soak bath and in his weird like fucking critter that he shined a UV light at, and it started, you could see it just moving. I don't know if it's real, but it fucking looked real.
Oh,
Did
look
you
like
guys
little
see it?
leeches or something swimming in the water, you mean?
No, he pulled it out of the water. It came out of his foot apparently, and he put it on the side of his tub, and he flashes his, I have the video. He flashes his UV light, and it's fucking moving and dancing in the fucking light. You guys want to see it?
Sure. That's what we're here for.
Okay, y'all.
That's a butt.
Hello?
That's like a butt.
No, he's in the water.
Oh, speaking of butt,
We're going in the bath. Come here, buddy. I want to show you something. Come here, close that door so there's no breeze. Shut that door. Come here. Yeah, that came out of my left foot area. Somewhere around my left foot. That came out.
That thing.
He's looking for you, buddy.
I'd be
That's
screaming.
creeping me out.
That came out of me. But speaking of butt, okay, like I watched that show American Gods, which was pretty good. It's kind of like along the same lines of chaos. But the last episode, I think, I was shook. Like that's the first time I've ever seen somebody eating ass on TV.
What?
And it was not pornography, but yeah,
Was it Game of Thrones?
It was only like 7 seconds. No, it's called
what?
American Gods. But I mean, I caught it. I was like, I rewound it and watched it 3 times. I recorded it. I was gonna send it to you guys, but you're probably like, Abbie, why are you
was
sending
it
me
two
freaking porn?
gods?
No, it was just like a bunch of people who were at a it was the LGBTQ
Oh,
or
I thought you were gonna say Turning Point
the
USA.
no, it was their tribute to the LGBTQ community episode. So it was a pansexual event.
Imagine someone being like, "Hey, we want to honor you tonight," and you tune in, and it's just someone eating an ass for a second.
Or you're like, you make your whole family sit around because you finally got a part in a TV show and you've been
I
going.
feel so seen right now.
Well, and fully frontal, like nude transgender too. So I was like, that shocked me. And then, and then a little bit later, I was like, somebody eating ass, and I was like,
This is a fairly old show, isn't it? American Gods ended like 5 or 6 years ago, didn't it?
I guess, but I'm sure because it's on Tubi for free. So I just happened to like
Tubi.
sat there and watched it. And
Tubi.
I've been liking it because they have all the old Cartoon Network cartoons on there. Like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Well, all I know about that, forehead to soil is I know that Christians are supposed to do it. They don't do it. I know in Judaism, I think they're supposed to do it, but they don't do it. They do a different form. There's something to that. Prostrating, the whole bowing down and whatever. There's a few verses where it says you're supposed to prostrate in the Bible when you're worshiping God, but I mean, the old school Christians, what are they called? I forgot, the ones that wear all black and they're really, I don't think they're Orthodox Christian. I think they're Orthodox Christian, but they're like the Aramaic speaking and they're like the old traditions. They prostrate when they pray. I don't know if it's the right way, but I think they just follow, I don't know, maybe it's a loosh. Don't know. Maybe it's an energy thing or a cleanse of energy thing. I don't know.
Seems like a ground out. If you put your forehead to the ground, it's like putting your feet to the ground. But yeah.
I don't know.
It seems like it would. If you were a person that believed in grounding out your energy.
Yeah.
It is always crazy to me how many people do yoga on rubber mats. Where I'm like, huh. I mean, I guess you could just do it for the stretch too, as well. But the rubber mat seems weird. And then there's all those things coming out about all the chemicals leaching from Crocs. And it all seems like that same kind of weird. Dang, people have been walking around with their naked ass feet just heating up in Crocs with chemicals just leaching into their feet and their Crocs. Those things are like ice skates. I don't even know how anyone thinks Crocs are good shoes as prison shoes.
I mean, I see people in Florida all the time that just don't have shoes, period.
Yeah.
We ran around barefoot a lot as kids.
I walk around barefoot around my house, but if I'm gonna,
It's weird when you see someone at like Circle K barefoot.
Yeah. If I'm at the beach, I'm gonna put my shoes on if I walk inside the store.
Isn't that a thing in Australia where they walk barefoot or something? A lot of people walk barefoot in Australia. Apparently. There's just random people just walking barefoot because it's just healthy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Australians
or nor.
They're like, let's all walk barefoot and all take our government mandated vaccine. That's always crazy to me too. The amount of stuff that people are up to that is counteracting the other. They're like, no, I'm all organic. And I'm like, bitch, I just saw you do coke off a toilet. Like, I don't know.
It's socially acceptable cultural behavior in Australia to be walking barefoot. Yes. Oh, shit. My bad.
I feel like parts of Florida, like Thomas is saying, is a very barefoot place.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the islands barefoot.
I would if I was like a beach town, like really like beachy, not like Panama City. It is beachy, but you can't be walking barefoot around here with all the broken glass and
walking on broken glass.
Coming back around.
Who is that? Nimrod.
You can't
Annie Lennox.
Arizona, you can't walk barefoot. That shit is so hot. It'll burn the shit out of your feet.
Yeah.
That's the beach here too. You
Yeah.
really have to stand on the white lines.
Not on
Black
our
pavement.
sand. Our sand is never hot because it's quartz. Like it could be 100 degrees out. That sand is not burning you. It's so
Not because it's healthy neither. Their feet are fucking dirty and gross.
Ugh. Ugh. And get all callousy. That's just weird. And hard and rough.
Some feet are nasty as fuck. Some people,
I think
some
feet are ugly. Period. They're
some things
weird.
that are nasty going on. I see some cute feet. I see some people that take care of their feet, and then I see some things that I'm like, oh my, I didn't even know toes bent that way. Or you see some old lady's feet, and you're like, oh my gosh, these old women that like smoke cigarettes in offices for 30 years, they might as well have their feet binded. Like you look at
They're
their feet, and
weird,
you're
bro.
like,
From wearing like the heels or whatever
yeah, high
for,
heels
for
for
the
so
whole
many
lives.
years, just pounding pavement and high heels. They didn't have any.
You ever see like ballerina feet?
That was me.
Yeah, they're creepy.
They're
I don't do that anymore.
knocked up.
I so
Ballerina
annoyed.
feet are crazy, like
Oh,
rock
yeah.
climbing hands. They're just balancing themselves on a toe.
Like it's like the female version of cauliflower ear.
Eesh.
I had some guy friends that they actually thought that girls liked cauliflower ear.
I saw that there was. I
And
don't
I
know
was
if it was
like,
real, but they were talking about getting cauliflower ear plastic surgery to like change your ear to look like it was cauliflower ear without actually having to get cauliflower ear.
It's
What
like
in the
part of
world?
I know guys that are like good at MMA, but when they were younger and first starting to like roll around, because if you're really good at jujitsu, then you're gonna have cauliflower ear on the side that you single leg or wrestling, you're gonna have cauliflower ear. So they would like slam their ears in books to give them the impression. It's like the cauliflower ear lets people know how good you are at the thing that you don't wear your black belt around all day. People can tell.
That's
Like
wild.
it's so crazy.
That's
But I would never even think
weird.
about it. But some of my guy friends, they were like shocked. Like, what? Girls don't think cauliflower ears sexy? And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure 99% of us think it's disgusting, even if we
Yeah.
know what jujitsu is. And I don't want to speak for women
just
'cause,
deal with
you
it.
know, I'm an obvious lesbian, but I just
You
think
can
we
speak
all
for
think
women on
like,
that
"Ugh."
Yeah, you can.
But they were shocked. They all think it's so cool. Like when they see a guy with it, and I'm like, I know, like you guys know, if I see a guy with cauliflower ear, like that's a scary motherfucker.
Mm.
Yeah, but unattractive is unattractive,
Yeah.
right?
We tolerate it though.
It just looks crazy. Crazy.
We're nicer than you think.
But I've seen some
Yeah, we're
nasty.
not
There's
totally superficial.
this female
I love men. I really
MMA
do.
fighter. Her
I don't
name's
think they're big
Leslie Smith, I think is her name. She had like a nasty cauliflower ear, but like closer to like the where it connects. And she was in a fight and she got punched right in her cauliflower ear, and her cauliflower ear exploded, and her ear just funk, like it didn't rip all the way
Just
off,
fell
but
off.
it was just hanging on by like the bottom part of her lobe because it had all cauliflower eared in here, and it just cracked in this fight. And it was like I even felt like the ring doctors were like, we're stopping this fight. She was like, I can go on. And everybody, like even everybody
like,
in
we
the
don't
crowd
like
was
seeing
like,
We're not letting you fight. Nobody
we
wants to see
can't
that
go
shit.
on.
Yeah.
Like literally, we can't go on. But it was pretty nasty.
I was
But
thinking
shout
like
out to
gymnasts
her.
with their freaking calluses and stuff because they're so bad and they'll freaking split open or rip off. Well, so will weightlifters, but the worst ones I ever saw were on gymnast hands.
Ugh. Where your skin just gets so hard and calloused it cracks.
Eesh.
It'll scratch the balance beam.
Well, I don't mind that, but like sometimes it's just a little too much.
Even washing your hands a lot, if you're in some kind of thing where you're just washing your hands or
Food service
cleaning
industry?
something,
God.
even just in your own house, you could just clean for a day, and you clean the tub and you wash all the dishes and you clean the corner, whatever and then you end up and your hands are so cracky. I don't like it. You don't know, you guys, if even when I welded, I would have gloves in my gloves sometimes because I was like, I don't like the feeling of this in here.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
then you
icky. I
wash
don't
your
like dirt
hands
under
and-
my nails, and I've had some really dirty jobs. And then underneath my like leather masculine gloves, I'd have my little black hair gloves, my little rubber black hair gloves. Anyways, do you guys have anything else to chat about this evening?
I'm sure there is
I think
something.
we did
but I
it.
don't remember.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we
Save
always
something next
forget
time.
something. Yeah, I know. Next time we'll have to save some to talk about demon bugs.
Demon bugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Nephilim Death Squad next Thursday to talk about bugs are demons.
Huh. You mean like worms or all bugs?
It's because it's a thing that I've just recently gotten into, so I've got a nice little presentation that
Like
bugs are
ticks,
demons.
All bugs?
mosquitoes. I
Bugs.
could get behind that.
I know it does have legs.
It does. It's so funny.
But it actually does have legs. Like it actually is a good conspiracy. And if you're
Yeah.
a person out there that's into any esoteric symbolism and stuff like that, it'll be something that you start to,
Why do like spiders
See
make freaking
everywhere.
grown man freak out?
or just you'll just start to notice in places, or like when certain things are around, or bugs in all cultures. I don't know. I've been kind of blown away at even where bugs don't go. And then
We'll
where
have to tune in on Thursday.
one thing
All
that
right.
this is just random right here. Isn't it weird how in Disney theme parks there's no bugs?
What do you mean?
Disney magic, they take the demons out of the park.
Yeah,
Like
and they
no
take
bugs?
mosquitoes. If you notice, you go to Disney World, very rarely will you even see a mosquito anywhere.
You won't even see a fly. Like you will,
What?
yeah, it's like crazy. It smells good. The temperature is a little different inside certain, I don't know, Disney, whatever they have it on lock.
What kind of frequency machine are they using?
I never seen a chemtrail over Disney.
No, but you've got the guy that does the Jesus skywriting.
Oh, true. When they used to have that royal land, I was thinking Thomas or royal, like religious world or Bible world or something, but now it's all closed down and it's abandoned.
The Holy Land experience.
Yeah, we can go in there. It's
Yeah,
abandoned.
but it's not what it used to be. It's just like a shell now.
Oh, I was thinking it might be interesting. Anyways, we love you guys so stinking much. Do you guys have anything to plug before we fly out? You said the Nephilim Death Squad on Thursday. If anyone's
Yeah, I think
down.
it'll be live. So go and follow Nephilim Death Squad on Twitter and anywhere else. But I think mostly like Twitter and Rumble.
Yeah, they do it from Top and Raven Station and then NDS as well. And those are the becoming better platforms to see it. And there is a chat on X. It's just it seems like you're alone in there. Like I always just feel like I'm sitting in it when I'm watching my friends' shows. Yeah, and if you want to watch anything, I hung out on the Phone Booth podcast at the end of their show this past Monday. I
Nice.
hung out with them. I might hang out with them again soon. And maybe NDS coming up soon sometime. But anyways, follow everyone. We love you so much.
We love you guys.
You're amazing. And you can turn it up or down depending on your vibe before Juliette Lewis gets here. XOXO Gossip Girl. Bye-bye. Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracies, sex, culture, makings, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning philosophies, intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracies, sex, culture, makings, it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.